Out of all the major AI announcements the last 2 weeks, there's one under the radar that got me more excited than all. It was Sam Altman's answer to a question about AI agents at the OpenAI London DevDay. Let's check it out.
Maybe I can give the following example. When people talk about an AI agent acting on their behalf, the main example they seem to give, fairly consistent, is, you can ask the agent to go book you a restaurant reservation, and either it can use OpenTable or it can call the restaurant. Okay, sure, that's a mildly annoying thing to have to do, and maybe saves you some work. One of the things that I think is interesting is a world where you can just do things that you wouldn't or couldn't do as a human. So what if instead of calling one restaurant to make a reservation, my agent would call me 300 and figure out which one had the best food for me or some special thing available or whatever. And then you would say, well, that's really annoying if your agent is calling 300 restaurants. But if it's an agent answering each of those 300 places, then no problem. And it can be this massively parallel thing that a human can't do. So that's a trivial example, but there are these limitations to human bandwidth that maybe these agents won't have. The category I think that was more interesting is not the one that people normally talk about, where you have this thing calling restaurants for you. But something that's more like a really smart senior coworker, where you can collaborate on a project with, and the agent can go do a 2-day task or 2-week task really well, and paying your when it has questions, but come back to you with a great work product.
This isn't the type of agent that's been announced or released. For example, HubSpot Breeze, Salesforce Agentforce, or Microsoft Copilot Agent, which really function like glorified automations. This is true automation, taking action on your behalf and figuring out a problem or problems to solve towards an overarching goal. This is true disruption. Claude's computer use is just a start. And if what Sam Altman's saying is true, and in 2025, AI agents will accomplish things that would have taken months in a matter of hours, then that's something completely different. Also, you gotta check out this thread from this X poster named Arco Flyax, I believe. His company red teamed GPT-4o, O4 models, which parallels what I was just talking about because they've seen and tested previous models and upcoming OpenAI models as well. As business leaders, it's really worth paying attention because all the major AI labs are working towards AI agents. You've seen Claude with a computer use, Microsoft Copilot agent, although I'm not sure that's really qualified as the agent we're talking about, OpenAI, obviously, with what Sam was talking about, and of course, Google. And Meta's working on something because Mark Zuckerberg has mentioned AI agents multiple times. And not to mention all the open source models, as well as all these businesses that are trying to come up with their own AI agents like HubSpot, Salesforce, and I would imagine all these other companies. The potential is really too big to ignore.